Atención.
Hilda P. Hilda P. Now. Damas y caballeros, quiero saber con Hilda P.
Hey y'all, welcome to Quiero Saber with Hilda P. Hope everyone had a happy day, a great day, and is having a good evening. It's Throwback Thursday. Well, today I have an artist, REyna and his manager, producer, or whatever y'all want to call him, William Levi from Familia Pueblo, Colorado. Why don't we just stop chit-chatting here and let's bring him in. Hey, William.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How y'all doing? How was y'all's day? Throwback Thursday. Throwdown
Good.
Thursday. Or
Good, busy.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday already.
See, how are you doing?
Doing good, Hilda. Thanks for having us on the show, and saludos to Mr. William Leyva, owner of our record label, Puro Recio Records, and Familia Pueblo Promotions. Saludos.
Saludos. And I call him a producer. He's the record label, Recio Records.
Yeah, record label and executive producer, for REyna y Elegido's music, and can't leave you out tampoco, Hilda. Hilda, big shout out to you also. You distribute all our music to the radio stations, so it's good to be on the show with both of you. We're a team, like I tell everybody. We're a good solid team, and we've been doing good things, and let's continue going on.
Thank you, Jared. Yes, we have. So, Jared, tell me a little bit about yourself, because I've never had you on an interview or anything like that. I've heard you, but never here. By what I read from you, you started at the age of 4. What inspired you, and what got you going to do that?
Yeah, that's correct, Hilda. I got introduced to music at a very young age. At 4 years old, my dad said that my dad's always played Christian music. To this day, my dad plays Christian music. My dad plays a little accordion, plays a little guitar, bajo sexto, and sings. So he says at the age of 4, he would be practicing, playing the accordion or the guitar for church, and singing. And I wouldn't let him practice. He said I would be there and I'd be trying to sing, and I'd be bothering him until one day he told me, "You want to sing?" And I told him yes. And so he started teaching me. And of course, I was too young to remember, but him and my mom talk about it all the time. Now that I'm older, then my dad would get mad at me because, well, of course, I was 4. I would go off key and stuff, and he would get mad at me. And he was like, "If you're gonna sing, you're gonna sing right." And my mom would get mad at him and tell him, "Leave him alone. He's just a kid. He's just a little boy." My dad's like, "No, if he's gonna learn, he's gonna learn right." I don't want him to grow up and people be like, "Man, you can't sing in key. You sing horrible." And I can't thank my dad enough for doing that. Because now we go to studio and stuff, and throughout the years, recording different studios, people tell me all the time, they're like, "Hey, do you take singing lessons?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Who taught you how to sing?" I'm like, "My dad." They're like, "Man, you're one of the few artists that sings on key." And I was like, "Yeah, well, hard lesson, learn." But no, that's where that came. And then I didn't learn how to play the accordion until the age of 10. And the reason that was because I never wanted to play accordion. I had no interest in playing the accordion. I wanted to play drums. And my dad's like, "I'm not going to buy you a drum set." So, I started singing when I was 4. At the age of 6, I started singing, with bands at dance halls and stuff. And age of 6, I started singing with some local groups here in Karn City, the town I'm from. And it didn't work out. So I went back, upset and crying, and told my dad, "Well, they don't let me sing." My dad's like, "Well, if you learn how to play the accordion or the guitar, like I told you, you could make your own band, play whatever you want, play whatever song, sing whatever you want. You wouldn't have to ask people for permission, So, and I take that back. It wasn't at age 6. It was at age 10. So at age 10, I told my dad, "Will you teach me how to play the accordion?" My dad will tell you what he learned in 8 years, I had conquered in 3 months. So I started when I was probably January, when I turned 10. By June of that year, I was already playing with all the local groups in the area. 2.5 years later, when I was age 13, I got picked up by David de Anda Excelencia. And after David de Anda Excelencia, I went and played accordion for Tony Guerrero La Sombra, Then I went back with David Yanda and we played, it was more conjunto. So it was called David Yanda La Ley, but we still played Excelencia. So what happened was the drummer the guy that played the keyboards with Excelencia was playing the drums. And at all the shows, Hilda and William, people would ask for Excelencia, right? So they
Right.
was like, dude, we're gonna have to play Excelencia. Okay, well, problem. I mean, it's not a problem. The guy playing the drums plays the keyboards, but who's gonna play the drums, right? So I was like, well, I volunteer, and they're like, but you don't play drums. I'm like, no, but I'll learn. So Lord and behold, we started practicing, and guess what? Jerry learned how to play the drums. So shortly thereafter, my dad would play in church, but my dad would always play the accordion. I didn't want him to play the guitar. So now it was usually just the accordion and guitar, but now the church band he was playing with they had a whole band, right? And my dad would say, man, can you practice with me? Because now with the bass and the drums, I get lost, right? So we ended up going to a music store one day and walk in there and I started looking at the bass guitars and my dad's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking at the bass. He said, but you don't play bass. I said, I don't, but I am now. He said, why do you want to play bass? I said, because I want to learn so I can play at the church with you and practice, So I bought a bass and I bought a bass amp and Lord and behold, I learned how to play the bass. And a few months later, I told my dad, I said, you said that the skills, everything on the bass is the same as the guitar, right? And the bajo. He says, yeah. Why? I said, well, can I see the bajo? Bajo sexto? And he says, yeah. So I get the bajo sexto and I said, so the primera, so everything's the same, right? It's just adding, an extra finger, right? And I said, yeah. So I get the bajo sexto and I start playing it, doing all these licks. And my dad's like, okay, who have you been watching or who gave you lessons to play bajo sexto? And I said, nobody. I said, I just figured it's the same thing, the same skills as the bass. So I pretty much taught myself how to play the guitar and the bajo. I wouldn't say I'm a professional. That's my weak link because I don't put a lot of time and effort to playing the guitar and the bajo. Anybody that plays it will tell you, I mean, it really hurts the fingers. That's why I don't play it. The accordion, the bass, and the drums, yes, I can play that professionally, And
Oh wow.
so going back to the bands I played with David Anda. It was La Ley, Excelencia. And during that time, Hilda and William, and the year 2000, we got picked by the United States to go play overseas for the U.S. troops. So people ask me all the time, where's the furthest that you've ever traveled, Not so my music's taken me overseas, all over the world. We played in Bosnia, Kosovo, Russia, France. I mean,
Oh, you've been
we
all
were
over.
there for a month. I can't even remember all the places we played. And then after David Anda, Ilalei, I played accordion for Jody Farias, Grupo Increíble. Jody Farias actually recorded a CD with Ramón Ayala, Los Bravos del Norte. Then I played accordion for Marcos Orozco, Grupo Revende. And then the last band that I played accordion for was Ricardo Castillo y La Diferencia until 2011 when I branched off and formed REyna y Elegido.
Wow. So you've traveled all over the world. A lot of people don't know that. Well,
Yeah, I all over, the United States, Mexico, overseas, and what a lot of people don't know either, Hilda, is in 2019, I was inducted to the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. I'm an official Hall of Famer.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I didn't know that. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
So I tell people all the time, Hilda, I tell them, look, I envy nobody,
No.
the guys that are playing with big bands, hey, hats off to you. I said, I don't envy nobody because been there and done that. I said, the only difference is that the stardom came to me at a very young age, at 13 years old. I said, so I've been there, done that. And the only difference is that I'm still playing music, but now I have my own band, it's different when you're the leader.
Exactly. And you've been also nominated for the Tejano TTMAs or TMAs like 5 times nominated, right?
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like last time that you were nominated with twice, right?
Well, this last time, Hilda,
Yes.
we were nominated 3 years in a row.
Yes.
We were nominated for Best New Artist and Best New Group. That's a huge accomplishment. The only thing I wish deep down in my heart, anybody that knows me, I wish that we could have won one of those awards because I won an award in every other award show. I won. Like I said, I got the Hall of Fame. That one, it's what I wanted to. That's what any artist works for. I have that one. Then we won at the Guadalupe Awards. We won at the All Star Awards. We won at the Conjunto Awards, and then last year we won at the Pura Vida Awards. And it's like, we want, you know, we wanted to more than anything to win at the Hano Music Award. It didn't happen, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna bash or talk bad about anybody. I'll leave it at that. It is what it is. Um, the thing is that I don't know. Many people might not know. William knows, because he's the record label. But 2 years ago, we were on the ballot for a Grammy. You know, um, for the album we recorded La Sota de Oro, we did featuring Cornelio Damian Reina, which is the grandson of Cornelio Reina. And I thought for sure that year, Hilda, just because we had gotten on the ballot for a Grammy, I thought for sure we are going to win at the Honor Music Award, and we did it. But once again, it is what it is. We're not going to badmouth anybody.
I was there when y'all got nominated for that. Tell me, how did you get to collaborate with Cornelio Reina? And I'm gonna butcher the name. How did you get to collaborate with Cornelio Reina's grandson, right? Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
So what happened was that album we dedicated it to Mr. Bosco Reyes. We dedicated to his mother. And her name's Angela Herrera, and Bosco said that they used to call her La Sota de Oro because her first song was La Baraja de Oro from Los Rampos del Norte, Cornelio Reina and Ramon Ayala. So we were recording that album, and we needed 2 songs to finish the album. And we had done pretty much nothing but Ramon Ayala songs and Los Rampos, right? So I told Bosco, I said, "Hey man, I got a crazy idea." I said, "I just want to see what you think, right?" He says, "Okay, talk to me." I said, "Well, we're pretty much dedicating this album to your mother because it's La Sota de Oro, and which is for La Baraja de Oro." I said, "So what if we make this album a little bit more special?" And he's like, "Okay, what do you have in mind?" I said, "Well, we're doing a lot of Ramon Ayala, a lot of Rampos, right?" I said, "And the last 2 songs that you want me to do are going to be Rampo songs, right?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what if we could get somebody that played like Cornelio Reina, but not only played, that sang like him?" And he's like, "Who do you have in mind?" I said, "His grandson, Cornelio Damian Reina." And he's like, "Do you know him? Do you have his phone number?" I said, "No, but I mean, through social media, I'm more than sure we can find a phone number." So he says, "Get on it." So I got on Facebook and I found, Cornelio Damian Reina's phone number. So we gave him a call, and that guy is one of the most humble guys. He's real down to earth. We approached him with the idea. He was all for it. So next thing you know, book a date at the studio, and boom, there was a collaboration.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So besides collaborating with him, have you ever collaborated with anybody else? And if you have or haven't, who would you like to collaborate with somebody else?
No, I haven't, but William knows. It's no secret. Anybody that knows J.R. Reina knows who my 2 dream collaborations would be with. There's 2 people that I would love to collaborate with. One would be Eliseo Robles,
Oh, wow.
and the second one would be Ramon y los Bravos del Norte.
Oh,
Those would be my dream collabs.
you're true, right? And if you could with a female, who would that be?
If I could collab with a female artist, well, there's one female artist that I would love to collaborate, but she's not in the Tejano industry anymore, and that would be somebody that has the same last name as me. That would be Elida Reina.
She's gonna be back. You always get that itch
Yeah, I mean Elida's awesome, but
to do
you
that.
know, there's been talks, and I'm all for it. I'm more than sure that William's all for it, and she's actually an artist. That's what our label. So I see the possibility of being there for sure. But I would be open and willing to do a collab with Monica Andrada.
Well, I was asking William earlier if there was any chance of not being the same genre, if there was a possibility, and yeah,
I'm all for it.
hmm that would be awesome,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, I think it would be a good collab, and I mean, me and the guys are all we're willing to do it. We talked about it before, and I think William's all for it also, and I think Monica's also. It's just a matter of us getting together and picking a song and getting the studio and doing it.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because she's doing great. You're doing good. Where was your last event in San Antonio? Right, you had a
Our
gig
yes,
there. Uh-huh.
our last event was there at Pica Pica Plaza there in San Antonio with Mr. Rudy Lopez.
Yes, I seen you last year at Pica Pica. I always see you when I'm in San Antonio, and
Yes,
even with your parents and your wife. Oh, I just seen you at the radio gala, and you did awesome there. And I always
thank
see
you.
your parents and your wife. Yeah, you have the most humblest and wonderful family, and they're so united, and they always treat me so good. And your dad remembered me last year at
Yes,
Pica Pica from when we went to Robstown years ago when we were there with Jesse Torres.
yeah, and we that year we actually won
You did.
Conjunto Album of the Year.
You did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. And he remembered me from like 21 or 22, something like that, back way back.
Yeah, I think it was 21 or 22. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
correct. Heather.
He's like, oh, I remember you from Robstown. I'm like, oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well now you see where I get a good memory from.
Yeah. 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 But anyway, yeah. So William, you got anything to say?
What I have to say is I'm very proud of JR and the guys, the band.
Hmm.
We've known each other a short time, I guess, if you will, kind of looking at it in terms of years, but it seems like we've known each other for many years, I guess, and we've grown when we first met and we first started working together. As anything, there's growing pains, there's differences. Everybody has their own opinions, but we've slowly navigated through a lot of that. We've worked through that, and there is no other band out there that works harder than these guys. And when I have them at the events, these guys are great, man. They're professionals. They get on stage. They put on a hell of a show. And one thing that I could say about JR, and a lot of people know this locally, is JR is a human jukebox. And it's where that started was here in Pueblo when we were at a place here in Pueblo, and you ask him to play a song, people ask him to play a song, I'd ask him to play a song, and the guy just knows them. The guy knows the lyrics, he knows the music, and I'm just totally amazed by that. And you know we do well together, and like I said, he's a hell of a musician, and the guys around him are also hell of a musician. We got Brandon, Raymond, um, and I tell you what, they're just great group of guys. They're just a great group of guys.
How long have your band members been together? Because I know Brandon, I've heard Brandon all day. He's a drummer, right? Or am I wrong? Who's
No,
who's
Raymond is the drummer.
Okay. 'Cause I
Yeah,
hear the name, but I just don't know. But
yeah,
yeah. But-
Brandon. Well, since you brought it up, Hilda, we'll talk about the band members.
Okay.
Mr. Raymond Guzman, he's the drummer. He's here from Current City. We've been friends for forever. Mr. Raymond Guzman used to play drums for Jody Farias y Grupo Increíble. Just like I used to play accordion for Jody. And then my cousin Brandon, they call him Chino. He plays the bass.
Oh,
Brandon used to play bass with well, he's played with Carlos Los Cachorros, and then he's most famous for playing with Grupo Signo. He used to play bass for Grupo Signo. And then on Bajo Sexto, we have Mr. Sabino Arrocha. He's on Bajo Sexto, Segunda Voz. He's from, well, let's go back to Brandon. Brandon's here from Current City, of course. He's my primo. He's here from Current City. And then Sabino, Bajo Sexto player and backup vocalist. He's originally from Floresville, Texas. Right now, he lives right outside San Antonio, Texas. But Sabino's played with a lot of local bands, and then he used to play with Ernie Sangado, Michael Sangado's brother, when he had branched off. Of course, now he's back with Michael. And then Sabino's brothers play with, well, his brother Chris used to play drums for Michael. He played drums for Michael Sangado for like 18 years. And now Chris's son, which is Sabino's nephew, we call him Little Chris. He's the drummer for Michael Sangado, and I think he's been with them for like over 3 years, something like that.
oh wow. So you got a
Yeah.
lot of really good, great people on your.
Yeah, and the good thing about it, like William was saying, those guys are very musically talented.
Mhm.
Like I told you, me, I play accordion, bass, bajo, drums. Raymond plays drums, bass, a little guitar. Sabino plays accordion, bajo sexto. Brandon plays other instruments. Brandon plays accordion, bajo, bass, drums. That dude plays anything.
Multi.
Uh, so it's very good, But the thing about that, Hilda, is that they're versatile, So like William said, we go and play, and I we adapt to the crowd. We play what they want to hear because
Oh yeah.
naturally when we go and play, I'll just use the Chili Fish for instance. William will testify to this. We have our say, we know what we want to play. We want to focus more on what our recordings, but things never go as planned. We start playing, the next thing you know, it's, hey, can you play this song? Can you play that song? Right.
Yeah.
So the good thing about the guys in my band is that they can play norteño. We can play norteño sax. We can play conjunto. We can play tejano.
So
Play
you could be a house band,
anything. Yes,
basically. Yeah.
and William will testify to this. Not only can we play it, but if you close your eyes and really listen to what we're playing, you'll really think that it's actually that artist playing.
Yeah.
We're just blessed with that talent.
Yeah, I've seen y'all play before at Pika Pika, and I've seen all the people they're playing and dancing, and there was nobody like really ever sat down. They just
Yeah.
dancing and dancing. And then I've seen you at an event with Jesse Torres. You had just gotten back from California and you were sick. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And you didn't give up. You just continued.
Yeah. William. So what happened was we had went and played. We had done 2 nights. We had played Friday and Saturday in Bakersfield, California, for some events that Bosco had put on over there in Bakersfield, California. So we were on tour with the Homeboys, Mike and the Conics, and Magnifico Siete. So we played Friday and Saturday, William. Saturday night, we finished playing at, I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning, right? So got to the room, showered real quick, didn't even sleep, bro, because we had to leave and be on the road because from Bakersfield to Los Angeles, it's 2 hours. Or we had to be at the airport, and I take it back. We finished at 12. So we got back to the room at 1, shower real quick, had to be downstairs by 2 to be back at the airport by 4 because our plane left at 5 in the morning. So we landed in San Antonio. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock, right? So my wife picked me up. I have a sister who lives there in San Antonio. Went over and ate, and I went to bed, bro. I was exhausted. We hadn't slept, right? And bad enough that I was sick as a dog, William. I could barely talk, bro. I mean, Mormao. But we had, told Jesse Torres that we would be there for the top 5 medal presentation, and we were scheduled to perform, man. So I told the guys, I don't like to cancel, man. And they're like, my wife, everybody, they're like, you can barely talk, man. I was like, I can do it. Well, let's just say Hilda was there.
Yeah.
Well, I was able to do 2 songs, William. And on the 3rd song, my voice that was it, bro. It just, nothing came out, man. It was done, man. But instead of taking that as a negative, man, the response we got from that, William, from the promoters, from Jesse Torres, everybody, they're like, dude, this is a true artist, They're like, sick as a freaking dog. Just get off the airplane, man, and win and ate and went to bed, But he still showed up and tried, He didn't give up, And I was like, no, well, that's what kind of artist I am, I try, And I told the guys, I said, I'm sorry, my voice went out, and I was like, I could barely talk, man. And I said, but I promise I will make it up to you, and we did, we came back for the Conjuntos Awards, and we played, and we won Album of the Year.
You did. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, I've known JR for years. Yeah, I've seen so much, and I'm doing so good though. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to do some things here in Pueblo. The band's coming back to Pueblo this year. We're gonna do the Colorado State Fair. We're gonna get ready to kick that off here in August. We're gonna be going to New Mexico this year as well. So we got some things in the works. And one thing that I could say about these guys, and is I've always called JR and I'll say, hey JR, what do you think about this? What should we do this? And these guys are game. They're always ready for it. We've done several Sin Fronteras here in Pueblo, they've made it, they've came, they've done it, they've played, they've done a hell of a show, and all I could say is nothing. I have nothing but respect for these guys, and I work my heart. I work as hard as I can to do as much as I can for these guys, and to we're going to continue doing that. We're going to continue trying to get out there. So if there's anybody out there listening right now, and you're looking for a great band, here they are right here, JR Reina. Get in touch with us. We'll go to your event wherever it is. I mean, we'll go to Michigan. I know there's a couple events up in Michigan. There's some in California. Wherever they are, we'll make it there. We're gonna Jr. and myself and Monica are gonna be heading to support Veronica in Las Vegas here in a couple of months, and hopefully we can get out there and maybe do some shows out there. So we're ready and we're open. So if anybody's out there and you want a band, get at us, man. We'll make it to your event, guaranteed.
We have Vanessa Salinas watching from Wisconsin, from over there. Hello,
From
Veronica.
Milwaukee.
Vanessa, you guys know that,
She's the one from Milwaukee, right?
yes, she's watching. Hello. Yes.
Yeah. Saludos.
Yep. We have George Vincent's watching from the cartel from California.
Hey, saludos, George. And I want to say saludos to our drummer Raymond Guzman. He just joined in. He says, "Hey, that's my boss and my promoter."
Saludos, Raymond. What's up? What's up,
Yep.
Raymond? Saludos. Thanks for
I don't know if
joining
you can
us.
see the comments there, and then we have Frank PPC Morales. He's from Monterrey, I think. Excuse me if I messed that up. He's a DJ over there.
Saludos.
Yeah, and we have Johnny J Martinez watching. We have Maria Herrera Guerra. Thank you for watching. We have
Saludos, Danny. He's Conjunto Diferente, right?
Conjunto D, yes, Conjunto
Yeah.
Diferencia
Salud.
from Arizona.
Saludos, bro.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and thank you for being here. We appreciate the support. Yes.
You
So
know,
why don't we-
Hilda, could I say
Yes,
one thing really
you
quick?
can
Hilda?
absolutely
Um,
say whatever you want.
One thing I want to say, and I tell you this as much as I can, Hilda, but I want to say thank you to you because,
Oh,
every single time that we have reached out to you, we have asked you to either to join the team or to do something in collaboration or to get out our music or to make, to help us in any way. You're always there. You've always been there, and I just want to say thank you to you because it means a lot to us. And we're honored to be on your show. I'm glad you have this show, and I just look forward to the future and everything that we're going to be doing together because you are doing a great job. And congratulations to you for everything that you do.
thank you, William. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all as well for helping me as well because y'all the ones that gave me the chance as well for being on y'all's show a long time ago. And then I just it's teamwork is what I say. We help each
Absolutely.
other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then thanks to Joe as well. He helped me as well. So it's just teamwork. I think we all gotta support each other and help the artists. It's about the artists.
Yeah, no, like William said, I want to take the time also, and thank, I start off with you, William. I thank you for, all the love and support, bro. Because you believe in us. So I'm a firm believer in giving credit where credit's due. William, since he's been with us, he looks out for us. He takes care of us, and he does all he can do, for REyna Elegido, and. Hey, if he didn't believe in us, he wouldn't have us on his label. He wouldn't be putting us in the studio, recording music, getting it out there. And I appreciate that, William. That doesn't go unnoticed. And
Thank you.
being the guys, we appreciate it and we respect you from the bottom of our hearts. And Hilda, we appreciate everything you do for us. Also, sending out the music, to the radio station, and doing what you can for us. And appreciate you, and Joe, for giving us the time to come on. And chit chat, and let people know what's going on with not only REyna Elegido, but Puro Resto Records, Familia Pueblo Promotions. We're a team, and like William said, we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. Anybody got a club, wedding, quinceañera, festival, backyard party, like I said, the dancers joking around, te vas a divorciar de tu esposa, te vas a casar con la Sancha, hey, you just have security with her.
A divorce, or even like when they're getting back together, they celebrate for that.
Yeah, they're making it up,
Yep. We got Veronica Lopez on here, and she's doing the honey dance.
Yeah,
Yes,
saludos.
we are
She's
excited. We
actually,
Yeah,
can't wait. We
we're
can't wait
excited
to
for
be
that.
there.
right? And she's
Yeah.
actually going to be here in Temple. I'm going to go see her on the 24th of May. She's going to be here at an event. And so I'm looking forward to seeing her because she's a good person. And
Yes.
I like her a lot. We're friends. And we got Raymond Guzman on and Sarah Molina
Ramon.
Chavez.
Saludos,
And
Sarah.
so, William, let's talk about Sarah Molina. She's a sponsor and she's got a store over there where you live.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Sarah Molina has been one of the biggest supporters that we have. I mean, we have so many. We have a lot of supporters. And matter of fact, a lot of them are on right now watching. And but yes, Sarah Molina Chavez, she is a huge, huge supporter. She has a boutique here in Pueblo. And ever since I started putting on the events, she has supported them, her and Alonzo. And they are a great, great team. They also just joined the Fiesta committee that I'm the entertainment chair on. So now they're part of my subcommittee. So yeah, I'm excited to have them part of it. But yes, if anybody is in need of any apparel, I mean, she's got handcraft jewelry, handmade jewelry, New Mexico red chili. She's got JR's music. She's got other music there. They've got Mexican apparel. They've got a lot in that boutique. So if you're listening, I tell everybody, please stop by because her inventory is always changing. And if there's something that you need, she'll get it for you. Don't worry about that. You just tell her what it is and she'll get it. So, and she's an amazing cook, let me tell you.
Well, let's go listen to one of JR's songs. Let's see what we have here.
Let's do it.
We're going to start with you know me,
Busca tu amor.
Busca. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go listen to that one. Hold on, let me turn it up.
Busca otro amor que te
There you go. So, JR, do you remember the first song you put out being with William?
Yes.
Yes?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted
Uh,
to.
the first song that we put out with William was Juana la Cubana.
Oh, yeah. I love that song, Juana la Cubana. Para lento, para atrás, no te tus precios or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Juana la Cubana was the first song that we released with Mr. William Labor.
Yeah, I remember that. And don't fall out.
I seen a comment right here somewhere. It disappeared, but
Well,
Raymond said something about the drum. I bet the drummer. I couldn't read the rest of it.
He said, "I bet you that drummer laid that track down on one take, solid beat."
that's the drummer, right? Or the bass player?
That's
Drummer.
the drummer.
The drummer, yeah. And then we have Veronica Lopez, and then we got Roger Lamas. Roger
Pero
Lamas from San Antonio. He's at every party there is in San Antonio.
Raymond, since you're watching, Brandon grabó un bass dormido. He had a hoodie on. He was like that.
I heard it from somebody who's always asleep. The one.
That would be my cousin Brandon.
Okay, yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
he's always asleep, but yet if you ask him, he's always the most tired one.
Oh, I know he's asleep. That's
Yeah, always asleep.
Until you mentioned gambling and casino, right?
Yeah. Until you got mention gambling casino, he's wide awake then.
That's crazy. I have a granddaughter like that. She sleeps all summer. She can't wait till school finish. Sarah Molina said even on the spot singing like with Luisa G at the first Sing Fronteras was like so cool.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Saludos to Luisa G. Yeah, the first Sin Fronteras, William and Bosco, they asked if we would back up Luisa G. And we're like, yeah, we're down to help anybody. That's just the way we are. So we had never practiced, and she got on stage and it was just like clockwork, man. You would have thought that we had practice and everybody was just amazed. It came out perfect. But yeah. Luisa G, she's one of my favorite artists. We have kind of the same taste in music. We like a lot of the same songs, and she's a great singer. So salutes to her.
Yeah, she sings awesome. I love that. Like I was telling William earlier, that single she has is like a cumbia. No, I think it is. I'm not sure. All I know is that I love it. With Pacheco, J.R. Pacheco.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an awesome song. It's just different. And I love that Atrás del Vaso that she did. Everybody does it different. Like Leo from Tentacion has it, the
Yes.
Pimps has it, and then she has one, and they're all different. They have their own
I
version.
want to say hello to Veronica and Johnny D. I think you said they were
Johnny
in the house.
G, Johnny M.
Yeah, Johnny M. We're gonna see you guys in Las Vegas here in just a couple of months, man. We're excited.
Yeah.
You guys, we're excited. The whole team will be there, so we're excited to support you guys on this. So we're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully, in the future, we can work something with Johnny and hopefully go to Arizona.
Yeah, that should be around like November or something like that, by my understandings.
Con el favor de Dios, yeah, hopefully.
God's willing, exactly. Yeah, but so JR, do you have merchandise and stuff?
Yes. So we have I have CDs and then we have USBs that William got made. So the USBs those have 3 albums on it. Instead of 1 album, you get 3. And what we're doing is we're setting them for the price of 2. And that's what we have right now: CDs and the USBs. And then when if I were to Dios, I should be getting some shirts made of REyna Elegido, so we can have it at the events also.
Oh, okay, you think you'll have those before you go to Vegas, William?
You know what? I don't know, but I know we're gonna have them before we do the state fair. That's for sure. We'll have some.
Yeah.
So William, I know you do the Chili Frijol Fest in September. Are you still going to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that this year. This year, I'm excited to be on the Colorado State Fair Fiesta Committee as their entertainment chair. So we're booking entertainment for them. And then actually yesterday I was just approached. Today I was approached by another fair that wants me to book some entertainment for them. So we're just going to continue growing, and we're going to continue going to and bringing the guys to wherever we land. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited to continue uh, promoting and helping wherever I can, actually. So um, I'm ready.
Um, I know you used to do Sin Fronteras. So, like in the past couple of years, you moved it from one month to another. Are you still doing that, or have you?
This year it's Sin Fronteras Tejano Bash. So we're gonna have La 45. We're gonna have um, man, geez, it just hit me. We're gonna have La 45. LA 45 will be here. We're gonna have the Solano Project will be here. We're gonna have man, the other bands just slipped my mind. But
When
yeah, we're gonna have it.
when is that? And
That is in July. That's July
okay.
the 17th, July the 18th, I believe.
So, have you ever decided of bringing that to Texas?
You know what? I would love to bring Sin Fronteras. I've been approached to take it to New Mexico. But if we could do it in Texas, I would love to do that in Texas. Yes. If anybody's out there and you want to collab with Sin Frontera events, get in touch with me. George Rivas, yes.
George
Thank
Rivas.
you, Sarah. Yes, George
Uh,
Rivas, the All Star Band will be here.
I was
Um,
gonna I was gonna tell you, William. Sarah Molina Chavez said, "I want to hear about this New Mexico show. Let me know as soon as the word is out."
I was going to ask you about
Yes,
that. And going back to Sin Fronteras, I know George Rivas personally. He's an awesome guy. He plays the
he
keyboard.
is.
Yes, I
Yes,
know him.
yes.
And he's really, really nice too.
Yeah, he's
So,
going to be here with the All Star Band. That's
yeah.
what it is.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's
Sarah.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I've run into him several times. I see him in San Antonio all the time. He's played at a couple events that I've been to. Yeah. He's got good music too. He plays really cool. I know a friend that's dating him right now too. I don't know if she'll be up there with him, and I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah. But
Uh,
talk to us about the New Mexico show. Mhm.
There's plans. It's in the plans right now to do a fanfare, or I guess it's going to be a fanfare, and they're going to do a tribute to Tejano music. So we're going to be bringing some Tejano entertainment to that New Mexico fanfare. So we haven't totally released all the information. It's going to be coming out soon, but that's in the works.
Oh wow. Well,
but
that's
all we can tell you, Hilda, is that your Rene Elegido will be there.
oh
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Jerry Hero.
Yes.
So you're gonna be singing, or you're gonna be is a fair, right? So
We're
oh,
gonna be performing.
okay.
Yeah, the band will be performing. Yes.
Well, that's awesome. We got Lisa Trevino on here from Persa. Thanks for joining us. And who else came in? Uh, oh,
It
make sure
doesn't stay on the screen very fast. It goes like, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. That's really cool. Let's go listen to another song because we're almost. Let's see. Cruz
Let's
de
do it.
Madera. Cruz de Madera.
Cruz de Madera. We got
Cruz de
Joe
Madera.
Junior.
Yeah.
Los Pachucos are in the house.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Saludos.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, moving back- well, uh-huh.
Let me tell you a little bit about that song, Hilda.
Okay.
So
let's talk about it.
we were doing the album Puro Lumbre, and we needed one more song to finish the album. And it's like, okay, so what do we do, right? And so I just happened to be jamming out, on YouTube, and I was listening to music from Los Huracanes del Norte, and I was listening to the newer stuff, with the younger guys, and that song Cruz de Madera came out. But the way they did it, it's nothing like the way we did it. It came out. They recorded it slow, right? But I listened to the word. I listened to it. And I listened to the words, and I was like, "Wait a minute! What did I just hear?" Right? So put it again. I heard it a second time, and I was like, "I like the song. The words are powerful." And I was like, "But I don't feel this song. It's a slow song. I hear it. It's a ranchera, like Ramon Ayala style, right?" So next thing you know, I'm here, putting a beat to it, putting music, and I was like, "Yeah, it'll work." So what happened? Next thing, I'm on the phone with William and Bosco. You know, we're having a three-way conversation, and I told him, "Look, man, I heard this song. I sang it to them, and they're like, man, that's an awesome song." I was like, it was recorded slow, but this is the way I hear it. They're like, get in the studio, record it. So next thing you know, we recorded it, and then we shot. That was the first music video that we did. Cruz de Madera.
Yeah.
I like the song.
Yeah, and a lot of people when we released it, they thought that it was the Cruz de Madera that Michael Sangao did, but no, it's a totally different Cruz de Madera.
Um, when we come back, I'm going to ask you about the name of the album.
Okay,
I've always been curious about that. We'll be
all right.
Let's see.
Cuando al panteón ya me lleven, no quiero ya con nadie. Solo que me estén cantando la canción que más me agrade. El luto y el evento dentro, herido por buena sangre. Este mundo es muy chiquito y llorando, rodando. Por eso cuando me lleven quiero una banda tocando. Canten, no lloren muchachos, que yo la de estar gozando. Dice al correr de los años, mi tumba está abandonada. Y aquella cruz de madera ya se encuentra destrozada. Remarquen las iniciales de aquella cruz olvidada. Junten la tierra y no olviden que el que muere ya no es nada. Adiós, sinceros amigos, bendiciones de mi madre. Adiós, tan lindas mujeres, adiós, hermosos lugares, adiós y brillen, señores, ya terminaron mis males. Y si al correr de los años mi tumba está abandonada. Y aquella cruz de madera ya se encuentra destrozada. Remarquen las iniciales de aquella cruz olvidada. Hunden la tierra y no olviden que el que muere ya no es nada.
That was a lot different. Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot different. Hoy nomás, échale más maíz. That was Lisa Trevino.
yeah.
Joe
Saludos.
From the
I want to say saludos también to Mr. Joe Gonzalez from Junior Los Pachucos.
I met him at Fanfare. I didn't know it was them. They came up to me and said hi. I'm like, oh my God, hi. You know, it was so cool meeting them. They're really nice. And
Yeah, Joe Jr. They're good people. Actually, me and Joe have been friends forever. You know, could go back and say, you know, that we're like best friends. You know, we went to school together. We graduated school together.
really, you
Yeah,
know,
Joe. Joe's originally from here, from Crime City.
Yeah, no, I know he's from Texas.
Yes.
I've been talking to no, well, I don't talk to him, but like he talked to me years ago. He sent me a song, Oye Mujer. Like,
Yes.
yes. And I mean, I have a mind that, once you tell me something, I remember. And he sent me a song years ago. And I was talking to him the other day. They were on their way to Nebraska or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
played in. I think it was Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I think it
some-
was. If I'm not mistaken.
somewhere. Yeah. And then I said, "Do you got any music or something?" And he's like, "What did he say?" And
I'm laughing because Raymond, my drawer report. Raymond always wants to beat him up, laughing out loud.
Beat who? Gonzalez?
Yeah, him and Joe are always, they're always messing around. Every time we go to Pueblo, they're always at each
Oh,
other.
oh yeah. But how do you know he was short? He's
Who's
like
that?
Gonzalez, the dad. He's short. He's little. I'm like, everybody's so short. But yeah.
I'm not saying nothing.
No, the son's tall, but he's like short. I'm like, okay. But yeah.
I was gonna tell you here. Going back to what you asked before you played Cruz with my dad. You said I want to know where you got
Lumbre
the
came from.
yeah, you got the title. So that was all Mr. William Labor. I get credit where credit's due. So when we showed him the album, the songs, how they came out and stuff. First thing William said, "Man, this album is fire." He goes, "There's nothing puro lumbre." So guess what? The album is called Puro Lumbre.
Lumbre.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I was like, why Lumbre?
Yeah,
And then-
that, that's where that came from. That was all Mr. William Labor.
Lumbre. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
Puro
I
Lumbre.
always wondered that since like
We
last year in December when it was put out.
we
Yeah.
got a lot of heat over that.
Yes, we did.
Because of the spelling, just of the spelling. So in the crazy thing is Bosco, being from LA and a lot of Northern California or Southern California, it's puro, and it PUR and a lot of cities should be PURA, PURO.
Mhm.
We just got so much flack out of it, and you know what? We kept it. We didn't change it. We just kept it as is. And even to this day, some people say, "Oh, it's spelled incorrectly," and it's not. It's just how we wanted to spell it, and that just makes it unique to us, to our team.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like like Mr. Peña when we would talk. I'm like, what do you do? And he's like, trabajando como un burro. I'm like, pues dale recio.
Yep.
I go, pues dale recio because Bosco would always say that. He would always
Yeah,
say,
but his famous saying was "Vámonos recio."
vámonos
Yep.
recio. I go, pues dale recio. I would always
Yeah.
tell Jerry that. Dale recio, because it stays with you,
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, pues dale recio. Yeah, he's working like a burro. Pues dale recio. But yeah, but anyway, we're gonna play and then the other song is called como cumbia elegida, right?
Cumbia elegida. Yes.
Does
So
that have anything to do with elegido?
yes, let me tell you a little bit about Cumbia elegida. So Cumbia elegida is on all your digital platforms. It's released on the 6-song EP that we just released, but Cumbia elegida has not been released to the radio stations yet. Nobody has it.
Here first.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, William, but I think the plans are to release it at the end of the month. Correct?
Correct. We're gonna release it at the end of this month. Yes.
Yeah. But the thing is, we released it on the 6-song EP, Hilda, and we've been getting an awesome response. The views, people have been putting on Facebook. One of them was Sarah Molina Chavez. She put this. She shared it. She put this cumbia goes hard. Can't wait to see her perform it live, and we'll perform it for you, Sarah, when we go to the State Fair and the Chili Fest. But Cumbia Elegida is actually an original cumbia. For those of you that don't know, REyna y Elegido, we do play original music, and I have over like 40 songs written. So me and William were talking, and William's like, "You have original music?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, show me some of the stuff you have." And then he's like, "Do you have a cumbia by chance?" And I said, "Actually, I do." I said, "I wrote a song for the band." I said, and that's why the band's called Elegido, so I called it La Cumbia Elegida. And so I showed it to William, and he's like, "Dude, this is fire." He's like, "You wrote that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "We need to record it." So we went into the studio, Green Studio, where we record with Mr. Eddie Perez. Un saludo to Mr. Eddie Perez. And we start recording that. Eddie's like, "Dude, this is fire." He's like, "I'm gonna I'm going to tell you something, Jared. And I said, what's up, Eddie? He says, well, of course, Eddie used to play bass with La Calma. He goes, when I was with La Calma, I would always tell Leo, hey, man, let's record a cumbia like Mazores style, but with the accordion. He goes, bro, it's like you must have been listening to our conversation. He goes, because exactly what I wanted to do is what you just did with this cumbia. So for everybody watching and is gonna watch, maybe tomorrow, whatever, take a listen because it's gonna be coming out to the radio station. So make sure to request it. La Cumbia Elegida. Brand new original music from Gerald Reyna Elegido, brought to you by Puro Recio Records.
But puro restaurant. Yeah, yeah. I know Eddie. I seen him last year at with Lee over there at the Memorial Bash. Yeah, let's listen to it. And that's Sarah Monique. She just said it. That's her favorite.
Vámonos, Recio.
Vámonos, Recio.
Con esta cumbia elegidos pon a todos a bailar. Con esta cumbia elegidos pon a todos a gozar. La nueva cumbia elegida que le vamos a tocar. La nueva cumbia elegida que le vamos a tocar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empiezate a gozar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empiezate a gozar. Quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Y quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Con esta cumbia elegidos pon a todos a bailar. Con esta cumbia elegidos pon a todos a gozar. La nueva cumbia elegida que le vamos a tocar. La nueva cumbia elegida que le vamos a tocar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Y quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Y quiero ver toda mi raza que baile en este cumbión. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Que les toca elegido pa' ponernos a bailar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar. Y solo muévete pa' acá y solo muévete pa' allá. Date unas vueltecitas y empezate a gozar.
Well, that was nice.
Thank you.
Pueblo. We're gonna be bringing that to you live this year. So I'll tell you what, get ready because we're gonna do it up big here this year. And Pueblo, that is coming for you. And I just seen across the board here where it said it's the drummer. He's fire.
Oh,
Man, Raymond, I gotta say something really quick about the drummer.
go ahead.
Yeah, he is fire, man. The drummer is fire, that's for sure. But the rest of the guys, man, as a group, as a collab, as a team, they are fire. And man, I am so proud of them. I can't be more proud of a group like I am of these guys here. And so again, I know you guys just heard it here, but it is going to be released at the end of this month. And download it, request it, and get ready for it because it's coming live to Pueblo.
Yes.
So, JR, what do you got coming up besides this single being released? What do you got coming up?
We're working on some shows locally, around the area, and then just me and William been talking, and we're just planning a lot of shows. out of state. We got a lot of out of state of that we're working on. Colorado, New Mexico. As we're talking. Con el favor de Dios, hopefully Arizona, and then there's talks of también possibly going to California. So that's all we've been just working on. Just shows, getting more shows, and getting the music out there. And me personally, Gerald Reyna, just writing more original stuff. Of course, Cumbia Lejida, one of the original songs that I wrote on the EP, and then there's two more songs that I wrote on there. One's called.
Oh no, we lost him.
What happened?
Oh,
There he
am I
is.
back?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
back.
you're back.
Okay, I don't know what happened. It just
It must
went off.
have been the drummer. It must have been the drummer.
Yeah,
It was the drummer. He's trying to kick me off.
he hit the wrong drum.
Yeah, he hit the wrong drum. He kicked me out. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like I was saying, just working on shows, and then me personally, working on writing more songs. Like I was saying, Cumbia Lejida's one of the original, and then there's two more original songs on there. One's called Ni me acuerdo de ti, and then Voy a gozar, which is another cumbia that I wrote that's on the EP.
Well, let everyone know where they can find you on like social media, where we're at, like Instagram. Just let everybody know where they can find you, where they can contact you. They can see you.
Dice Joe
Oh,
Gonzalez,
hold on.
too much
Hold on.
fire. Yeah, that's what happened. Too much fire. La cumbia elegida agarró vuelo,
Yeah.
boy. They're trying to kick us off.
Just the name
So
of the EP
And,
itself.
and Facebook, don't be trying to kick me off because I do own the rights to that music.
So really quick, Hilda, you asked where
Yes,
we are. You
you
can
can
find it.
contact. Does he got a fan
Yeah.
page or what?
No, JR's still on MySpace, but we're trying to slowly get
MySpace.
to the.
My praise Allah. Hey, como dice Hindog, a la máquina.
Oh God, that drives me crazy. I don't even go on
We're
his show.
trying. We're trying to get him to the year 2026. We're trying to get him on TikTok. We're trying to get him on some of the other platforms. So it'll be very, very quick. We are going to be putting the band page up there on TikTok and Instagram. But right now, if you still have MySpace, you could find.
Does he
JR.
really?
No, I'm
I
just
don't have
kidding.
a MySpace. Este vato.
I didn't even have that. I don't. Does he have what's that
Yes,
other one
Facebook.
called? X or something?
You can find me on what was that? 2 hours. My mind went blank.
TikTok. Look, Sarah's at TikTok.
We're working on it.
Yeah, right now on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You need Instagram. You need TikTok.
Yeah, William's working on it.
Okay.
We're gonna
You need
get there.
Clapper. You need Lemon. All that.
We're gonna get there.
Okay. You need all those.
Ahorita we're on a turtle,
Yeah, man, you're like way, no, not even a turtle, a snail.
Oh, golly. It's getting worse by the minute. Bueno, damas cabros, thank you for tuning in. Nah, just kidding.
A snail, una hormiga. Because a snail is small, it's small and slower than a turtle. Barely
Yeah,
moves.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I want to say? I want to give a big shout out to a couple of people.
Yeah.
One of them is Adam Brown. Mr. Adam Brown has joined. He is another one of our. He's an amazing artist out of Colorado. Adam Brown, man, he is great. So thank you, Adam, for coming. Hopefully, at some point, Adam will be joining us on the record label. He will be part of the team. So hopefully, that's coming soon. But yes, he is in the house. Joe, I mean, he's
Raymond,
only.
he's on friends only. Yeah, I'm on friends only. The only friend I have is Raymond.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna have to help William with this guy here, man.
Yeah.
No, well, any other shout outs? Do you want to give any shout outs?
Who, me or William?
Either one of you.
I'll go ahead and go first. I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight.
Yes.
There are a lot of you that I couldn't comment back because I'm not on my page. I'm on Hilda's page. So if I missed your comment, I apologize, but I'm seeing it here. So thank you guys for supporting all of my supporters, everybody that watches our show. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We appreciate you guys. We have some of the best supporters, the best support team that you can actually ask for. I have them. We have them. And I value you guys and I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you to you, thank you to Hilda, thank you to Joe, thank you to everybody that took the time. There are so many other shows out there tonight, and you guys came and hung out with us. So we appreciate you guys. And Hilda, again, thank you so much for everything you do for us and for the industry. You really give it your all. So kudos to you and congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I got 3 different pages, and there's people on all of them. So I
Nice.
appreciate everybody for coming in, and thank you for joining me. And yeah, like you said, William, they can be anywhere, and they're here with us. Thank you to Joe, like always, supporting me and giving me the platform to having the art
Even,
on, as always. You know.
even this Joe Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, little Joe. Yeah. Those are cool people. I mean, everybody that was over there at Fanfare. And yeah. And let me look at this one more time, and then we're gonna go. We're all gonna leave together. And on Wednesday, on Monday, I have Jessica Sachs on my interview, and on Wednesday, I have Hilda's Fresh Tracks and Talk Show. And again, throw me some music, some videos, send them to Joe, to Sirius Tejano, and for new music. Here is the place to preview it, showcase it, or whatever. And yeah, so everybody have a great evening, a good night, and stay blessed, stay humble, support each other. Y los vamos recio.
Vámonos,
Bye, everybody.
Recio.
Vámonos, Recio.
You guys.
Vámonos recio.
Thank you, Hilda.
Good night, and thank you as well, William.
Thank you, Hilda.
And JR. Adios. Good night, everybody.
Adios. Good night.
Good night.
Atención, atención, atención.
Welcome to Quiero Saber con Hilda P.